Hey, Gwenters! Welcome back for another episode of Gone Gwenting. Today we're going to be covering my Knights of the Mirror deck. Now, this is similar to Knights of Legend if you saw that way back when, but this is adapted for new mirror cards, including Amphibious Assault, Viraxis Prince, and then also we're going to be using our boy, where is he? Our King Bellahoon here. So, really good low card plays with Redanian Knights. Carrick Marine, still valuable here. Kadwini Knight, really good with Amphibious Assault. And I had just tried to film a video on this and I missed a bunch of the cards that I really wanted to showcase. So it's still a viable deck even if you don't hit the cards you really want. But I just really like my videos to showcase exactly how this deck can be played. So we're going to be giving this a go, jumping in here into ranked matches. Now, I know if you saw my Gwent today, you will know today is Temerian Tuesdays. So, we're running Northern Realms today. Want to show you guys exactly how you can use this deck to great effect. Oh, what is this? Get out of here. Nobody wants you. So, biggest things to think about when you play this deck. You have a couple of shields with those Centurion Artificers that can be really helpful for keeping units alive. They still need to fix Vincent. He's broken. He does not work right, in my opinion. No vampire should be able to just chew through a shield. But, you know, whatever. Let them do what they want. So just something to stay aware of. So one thing, Patricidal Fury, obviously getting a lot of play here. This deck can be really strong against that. The biggest thing you have to worry about is just keeping Bellahoon alive. And if you can do that, you're going to be all right. So Carrick Marine can come out and just, like, provide him a boost, though he often gets removed. But we really do want Bellahoon this round. We may end up just pulling him out with Amphibious Assault just because he is such high value. And then Carrick Frigate is also played better with Amphibious Assault, but we don't have as many options. So we'll probably try to just juice out a few of his plays. I actually prefer to be on Blue Coin just so I get Engineering Solution. But seeing as we didn't get that, I think we're just kind of going to be playing around what he has on the board, which is a little bit unfortunate. Patricidal Fury is still very strong. I think I've said this before, but Vashbjorn is the problem. The fact that you can have Ermion and Vashbjorn both in Skellige makes it just a really OP deck. Too strong, too much removal. And personally, I'm not loving this like persistent removal that's been going on lately. For me, it just is, it's clunky, it's annoying, it's not a lot of fun, and I like to play for fun. I'm not somebody who likes to just, you know, constantly be thinking of a new deck that will have the perfect lineup of cards to get one more point than my opponent when played perfectly. I just like to play for fun, and I like to have the chance of winning. So not being able to do that can be a little bit annoying. So here, we really do want Bellahoon. I mean, he's going to do 2 damage to some unit, and Bellahoon's just going to be too vulnerable with that. Let's go ahead and get out Egmund.
I think of my father.
We could have done damage with him since he's probably going to get removed anyway, but I really want to just milk out all these removals if possible. I think, you know, they have a lot, but he's not going to use his leader ability round 1, and if he does, then that puts him in a pinched position for the next round. And a lot of them do rely on these, on Bloodthirst, right? So, Blood Eagle here, not the worst choice in the world. Alright, now let's actually get out Carrick Marine here. Just boost up Egmund. That gets us to 9 points. He'll do 2 and he still has this tactical advantage. But we can get Bellahoon down right here by Egmund and get him boosted up. And we'll still preserve this drummer so we can play him with Anna Stringer.
What? This? Scrap.
Also, just a really good play with Drummond Berserker. Here we go. So he very well could have Giga Scorpion Decoction and erase Bellahun from the board. That would be unfortunate, but that is what it is. Stunning Blow just needs to be changed to 5 points of damage, in my opinion, too. It should be like, do 1 more damage if it has armor. Okay, this is fine. Just gonna get out these knights. They're just good plays here. If he procs that damage on them, they will do damage to this Drummond Berserker, which is valuable to me. And we basically here just have to decide how long we want Egwin to keep boosting. And that just comes down to how long we want to stay in the round. He may want to pass right now. Now the other thing, this deck does run Vandegrift. And so, if you're ever in a pinched position, Vandegrift just gives you some good flexibility. And on Seius, I will actually play for 5 points with Bellahun, so that's something to keep in mind. Though with this on-crate Longship, he'll get knocked back down. So, just something to keep in mind. And I'm pretty happy with this. I don't want to miss out on these 3 points. Just want to force that Drummond Berserker to shift and to proc his damage. And this probably wasn't the best play. I think keeping this on-crate Longship as a target for these knights actually would have been a decent idea, just because when that 2 damage procs, it would hit one of those armor. And this is actually a very close game, especially as soon as this Drummond Berserker shifts. Here's the other on-crate Longship. If I was him, I probably would have procced this bleed over on this Karak Marine. So we're only getting 1 boost here. I think we'll go ahead and drop this guy over here, boost up Karak Marine. And then we can play Vandegrift. Oh, sorry, not Vandegrift, Visegard. If we need to. Which is a little bit of a slow down round play, but it gives us some good flexibility. And we are passively getting 2 points. This is perfect. He loses on evens, and I'd like to bleed him on round 2. So that gives us some good flexibility. We may use Amphibious Assault on Kadweni Knight just for points. Morkvarg Heart of Terror obviously kind of like reverse all of them, but it's a good play. Alright, so I actually really like this. I think Artificer onto Selkirk could be really valuable, and he plays for 5 now when you play him to ranged. So that can be really valuable. On Seius will just be really good. We can boost him with our leader ability. Visegard will keep most likely for final round, but we'll just see how this one plays out.
Oh, that's new.
But Northern Realms is much better on blue coin, just because of all of these order abilities and formation, giving you the option to play them to ranged row. And this just puts it just out of range of Stunning Blow, just out of range of oh my gosh, the other one that I'm forgetting, the Gutting Slash. So Chersic Invader isn't bad here, but also not great. It also is an excellent target for Selkirk. So I'm now guaranteed to have him find value. And they don't have really any good removal against shields. So something also to keep in mind. And I may actually just want to get him boosted up, just so he will preserve his hit point. But we'll go ahead and see what happens. Alright, we got him to use his leader ability. We may actually just pass after this. So let's just go ahead and see what he does here. So he gets his 4 Bloodthirst. Now, if he does this, he really needs to make sure to remove that shield, which he opts not to do. Here's his Bloodthirst being used again. And he draws out Vajbjorn. Oh, I'm guessing... No, Giga Scorpion Decoction is an alchemy card, not a raid card. So I'm not sure what he's going to do with this. Stunning Blow? Seems like a poor grab. And he plays Stunning Blow on his own unit. Okay, well, everybody gets to make their choices in life. We're going to go ahead and boost him. Just kill off that card. Then we'll come down with Vandegrift. We'll probably be playing into melee, so if we play down Donimir, he will cover Vandegrift. So we'll just get him boosted up here. And Svalbard Totem is just a little bit slow. Anseis is going to find great value against that. But I think we're actually just going to pass here. So, we could get great value with Anseis, so we don't need to. We're already up. He's going to have to go down a card. So we're going to get the last 2 cards of Sei in a 6-card round, which is really valuable. He already played War of Clans. So Harald is the one we have to be worried about, but Anseis is going to deal with Harald without even really batting an eye. So we still have 2 leader charges left. I don't know how much value Visegard is going to find, especially with Belhun already being used. He might have been a better use in round 1. We're just going to go ahead and have to see what happens. So I think the Cadwani Knight is still one that we're going to want to pull with our leader ability. Ana would probably be the other good option, but 12 points is just so valuable. And then we really only need one of these Trident Infantry. So not the best in terms of those draws, but not the worst either. So Ana might actually be better here just because we can get so much more value out of Visegard. So I think we'll be drawing Ana with this Amphibious Assault. And he goes ranged with Ahn'Krake Greatsword. Some people might be including... we'll see if he has his Harald. I don't know for a fact that it's a Devotion deck. Although this damaged my guy by 2, and it did play a 4 Provision Warrior card. So I do know he's Devotion. So I'm not really worried unless he's playing Hammond about movement. So we're just going to drop down Donimir here. That gives us 2 shielded units on melee row, and that's basically where we're going to be playing all of these except for siege support. But I think we'll play him down, and then next card out is going to be Ana Stringer, just to get that consistent boost. And then we can play Anseis down to melee row and just let him get boosted. That'll be really nice. So he used both of his stunning blows, so this is pretty worthless. Now I could play Reynard as well, but because I'm playing into 4 cards, she's going to get 8 points of boost, whereas Reynard would only get 4 points of boost, and they both play 4/6 because he's a 9 provision card. So just something to keep in mind. Make sure to count those cards. Do your maths! Not a great play here unless all of these proc on Ana, but even if they do, I still have leader ability. He gets no damage value out of that. We're actually going to go Trident Infantry. I misspoke before. Trident's going to be a better option here, just so we get that passive damage. Then we also have a target for siege support. Skjordal's alright, not the best choice. It's going to be able to do some damage to Donimir, but not a whole lot. And I think we'll actually just use siege support here. Boost up our home skillet. And then we'll wait to play our leader ability one more round. So Visegard is going to need to get played before Anseis. So just good to keep in mind. Alright, 2 damage here. Although we do get this Zeal. Just something to keep in mind on both ends. So let's go on Seius to range, so he gets pre-boosted.
On guard! A duel! To a duel, I challenge!
And he goes ahead and pass. And you can see we could have got a lot more value out of that. So I think very clearly a few things here. This is a really fun deck. I think you can get a lot of cadence with it. I'm really glad we got the lineup against Patricidal Fury because it is such a strong counter to Skellige. Granted, our opponent didn't make the best play choices, but we also robbed him of a lot of chances and opportunities. The shields in this deck make it really difficult to find value with all of those raid cards. And so you actually can get some units to stick to the board, which just ruins their ability to pressure in round 2, makes it so it's hard for them to create short rounds without using leader ability. And as you saw going into final round, if you're a card down, you're hosed because they really do need final say. Granted, he missed Wild Boar, he missed Morkvarg Heart of Terror. Those would have been really valuable to him. He missed Harald, so all of those would have been good. But as you saw from what we were drawing and how we were playing, he really wouldn't have found a lot of value out of any of those cards. Even if his Hemdall, for example, had hit all 3 of its procs on Ana, we would have just boosted her up with leader ability, and she would have been fine. But let me know what you guys think. Please post some comments down below. Let me know what you think about Temerian Tuesdays. If you have better names, let me know. But I really like Temeria. I really like Northern Realms, and I like getting them out earlier in the week. And Skellige has just been such the meta. I think Massacre Monday is just all too fitting. But let me know what you guys thought about that video as well. And if you think Great Swords can live again, and having played against this deck, what you think it would have done against this Northern Realms or other Northern Realms decks. But thank you guys so much for joining. Keep on Gwenting, and I will see you again next week for the next Temerian Tuesday.